What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. In the last episode, we defeated Roxy, the second gym leader here in the game, got ourselves the Toxic Badge, and headed off to Pokestar Studios, where we went and tracked down her father, who apparently, I just realized that Roxy was also supposed to be there and, meet us there, but I didn't see hide nor hair of her at all. Oh, there she is. Okay, well, was wondering where she went off to. So, are you guys Team Plasma then? That's right, we're Team Plasma. 2 years ago, we were betrayed by the man we respected as our king and hero. So our conquest of the Unova region ended in failure. However, we'll never give up. We will persevere. We already have another plan in motion. Shut it. You guys are the worst. You talk about saving Pokemon, but you're just Pokemon thieves. Don't think I'll ever forgive you. In the ranch, we got chased by Lillipup. And now we're getting involved in trouble. This kind of stinks. Well, it's okay, isn't it? I mean, I could have sworn those were her deer, not Lillipup, but whatever. Okay, kiddos, when you're ready, give it your best shot. I love that they call us, kiddos. The kiddos just sounds endearing. Anyway, Hugh says he can never forgive Team Plasma. I wonder why. But I do think I can beat this guy, so let's do it. All right, and I'll be using Jack in this fight because, well, Tomoe is a little bit over-leveled now, and I definitely want to keep everybody as equal as I possibly can, and he's just going to use Patrat, which is even more reason for me to use my Riolu here. So let's do this thing. Okay. Level 16. Shouldn't be level 17 by the end of this fight, but this probably is a one-shot regardless. I would imagine so. It's going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, very, very easy. Like I said, I'm very happy with picking Riolu. It's a great Pokemon. And I love that he shouted Plasma in defeat. Plasma! I imagine he shouts it like the cat does and over the hedge. Stella! But you get what I mean. Let's get out of here, idiot. Okay. What a bunch of creeps. Split up. You go check Route 20. Okay, Roxy. If I had lost, my precious Pokemon would have been taken. Thanks, you two. Use this. And we get HM01 Cut. Okay, now that is interesting. I will definitely need that. I'm probably going to have to use that on something, though, as we go out there. Pokemon that know Cut can use it even when they're not in battle to cut down small trees. But more importantly, let's go after Team Plasma. Okay, so that definitely sounds to me like I'm going to need to actually grab myself a Pokemon that is capable of learning that. But where am I going to do that exactly? I mean, I have to assume on Route 20, because I definitely don't want to teach it to Jack or to Tomoe. But I don't know. Maybe if I can find something out here, that would be a worthwhile endeavor. So I'll take a look around for a second. All right, there we go. Got myself a Patrat, and I'm going to name this little guy Nibbles, and we are going to be teaching him both Cut and Rock Smash, actually. Now, I should say, right off the bat, that HMs actually don't really have much of a presence in this game, which is, oh my gosh, coming off of Pokemon Platinum, such a freaking relief. I cannot begin to tell you how much. I used an L. That was my bad. Sorry, mistook a lowercase L for an I for a second there for some reason. Do I have dyslexia? I might have a little bit. Anyway, the only HM you can teach Patrat really is Cut, but like I said, this game doesn't really require them of you, at least in the main story, all that much. Obviously, Fly and Surf are evergreens, so you're going to want to use them in most circumstances, but everything else is more optional as you go through the range. So, oh, he can't learn Rock Smash. I think he can once you evolve him into Watchog, now that I think about it, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I could have sworn you could teach him Rock Smash, but never mind. Okay, well, at least we got Cut on the guy. Now, let's see if we can't go and track these guys down. Oh, there's an item here that I left. I should probably make sure that I grab that because I didn't get it the first time I was here, but we're going to have to see if we can go and find these guys. So really quickly, grab myself a Great Ball. Okay, I'll take another one of those. Why not? And with Nibbles in tow, we can head off this way. Let's see. Anything up there? Probably not. What do you got, Hugh? Let me check Route 20. Okay, we're going to keep looking on over here. I'm not seeing anything over this way. Possibly down here, though. Let's see. Use another, sure, why not? Probably not necessarily. Oh, here we go. Yeesh, I really hate it when people won't let things go. Oh, all right, we're in for another fight. Let's do this thing. So definitely going to want to lead with Jack once again. I was deliberately using Counter because I didn't want to knock that Patrat out at all, so that's why I've taken just a little bit of damage with a Jack, because if I use Quick Attack or Force Palm, that Patrat was going to go down in one hit for sure. So, wanted to be as gentle as possible, but there we go. Took it down, one hit, no problem. Level 17 for Jack. He's doing just fabulously right now. Seriously, so proud of him. And then they always shout plasma. I can't believe they do that. Why is that a catchphrase? Run this way, no one can help me. I have to head toward the ocean. So with that in mind, I'm going to flee again. Goodbye, Burbank City. All right, I think we got it. Hugh, you all right? Well, they're really good at running anyway. Still, she just said something useful. They must be moving around by boat. Castelia City has a big port. I wonder if they headed there. Okay, let's go back to Burbank and look for someone who looks like they know a lot about ships. If I remember right, there was a place to board boats on the docks. I would imagine Roxy's dad would be the first person to talk to, so we should probably go ahead and do that. So, all right, I think we are pretty much good here. Let's just run through the grass here before the rappel wears off, and then we can head and make our way back. I do love Team Plasma's design in this game, by the way, a lot more than in the first game. I feel like it's a pretty universal opinion that they got quite the glow up in terms of their design. However, I find their design incredibly unrealistic now that I have lived through the pandemic, because absolutely no chance in hell that a United States represented villain group would be wearing masks. It just doesn't make sense. Well, I guess they would be wearing masks, but they'd also be covering their eyes. Anyway, I thought your movie was pretty good. So, you saw it. That movie was... No, it wasn't the movie. It was me. I was so excited that I didn't really become Riolu Man. Acting like that won't thrill or excite anyone. Come on, don't get down. You can keep trying while you continue on as captain. As long as you don't cause anyone trouble, I won't get mad. I don't know how the PokeStar Studios people feel about that, though. Oh, did you hear us? Well, it looks like everyone from T-Plasma got away. I don't feel really good about it, but at least they're gone. Oh, that was a lot of ruckus. But you can sail to Castelia City now. I like Roxy. She's honestly one of the most personable gym leaders up to this point in the series. Okay, I guess I'll do my best as a captain. I'll excite and thrill everyone by barreling through rough waves. Given this weather, we really might need you to barrel through some rough waves. So let's get on in here, and let's take the boat. Oh, hi, Hugh. Going to Castelia City, right? Yes, I'm going to look for Team Plasma. I can't forgive those guys. Hey, Captain, show us that ship you're so proud of. Of course. Please, step this way. And as I believe the last time we're ever going to hear from that guy, so I won't be able to do that horrible, horrible imitation anymore. Gotta love the 3D boat, though. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, man. I can't believe we're here already. I'm so nervous to actually try and navigate this entire space again. Oh, boy. All right, I will do my absolute best, but we are here. Welcome, everybody, to Castelia City. We have arrived. Okay. I'm just going to skip over that. So this is Castelia City. It's much bigger than I'd heard. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to find Team Plasma no matter where they run. Oh, yeah. May. Here, let's register each other's cross-transceiver number. We didn't even need to in Aspertia. We could see each other anytime. I always get the inflection of that wrong going in. That's a strange ship. A sailing ship in this day and age? What, you're not going to question it? We just literally went over the fact that Team Plasma generally moves around by ship. You don't think this has anything to do with it at all? Okay. Well, I'm going to grab myself a heart scale right off the bat. We got a lot of exploring to do over the course of this episode and the next episode, obviously. Just can't stand it anymore. Scream at the ocean! I don't know if that's a good idea, especially if there's people around. They might think you're crazy. What about you, old man? Black sailing ship? What could it be? I don't know. I get the feeling there's some foreshadowing here, but I guess we best just not worry about it. Welcome, everybody. Oh, a clown. My worst nightmare. Welcome to Castelia City. It's the Castelia Harlequin Hunt. I bet this is your first visit to Castelia City. That's great. Here, have a free bicycle, kid. I promise I haven't rigged it so that every single time you sit down on the seat, it makes the sound of a whoopee cushion. Castelia's Harlequin Hunt's rules are simple. All you have to do is visit specific places and talk to the Harlequin there. Whether you participate, it's up to you. The places to look are the Metal Office, Passerby Analytics. You're going to make me go to the Metal Office. I don't want to. Passerby Analytics HQ and the Battle Company. Ride the bicycle I gave you and go, go, go. Thanks. 2 locations I really don't want to go to, and then, well, one that I actually do want to go to, but only for the sake of experience. Okay, I'm going to just, like, super... Oh, hello there. Undercover Pokemon? Oh, sorry. Didn't that happen last time? Do you know Yes, I know what GeoNet is. I explained it in the last game. If you try GeoNet, you can register the place where you live. Yeah, it's very, very cool. They actually take it to another level in this game, but we'll talk about that a little bit later, just because there's so much ground I'm going to have to cover as we make our way around. There is some updates and additions to Castelia City that I'm going to want to go over, but we're going to start by going over this main area that we're on, as well as all of the piers. So this is Oceanfront Road that we are on right now, okay? It's just this big circular road that takes you all the way over to Sky Arrow Bridge, which, by the way, if we head towards Sky Arrow Bridge, I want to demonstrate a couple of things here. So which lady is it? This lady, yeah, she gives us a quick claw. Definitely going to want that if we ever get a slower Pokemon on our hands. If you let your Pokemon hold this quick claw, can sometimes be first in battle. Very, very nice. Now, if you try to go this way, we're inspecting the Sky Arrow Bridge to make sure it's strong enough. This is the first inspection in a few years, so it may take a while. Please wait, thank you. This is going to take the rest of the game. We cannot go back across Sky Arrow Bridge here in the main game. Don't even bother. We are trapped here in Castelia. Instead, the only way we can go is north, but that won't be for some time. We got all the different piers here, 5 different piers to go down, each one having varying levels of importance. Now, if we try to go this way, you'll notice that there is actually an entrance over there, but it is blocked by this guy right now. Some trainers even toughen up their Pokemon in the sewers. We cannot go that way right now. We got a Roughneck here. Thumbs up pose, that means okay. In some places also means well done. That's it. Okay, nothing on this pier whatsoever. Just wanted to go over that super quickly. All right, then if we head on over here, I do believe this is the first one. In fact, I'm going to look at each of these. So this is Cruise Dock, which I don't remember. I don't think there's actually anything important on this dock, but it wouldn't hurt to check it. I'm pretty sure this is where the Royal Unova docks. Yes, it is. Royal Unova operates only in the evening. Please come back again. So we went over the Royal Unova in the first game. It behaves slightly differently in this game, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. That's going to be more of a post-game thing, so I'm not going to really bother with it right now too much. This is the one that we came from, right? Yep, Prime Pier. So nothing there as well. But if we keep heading down over this way, we're going to get on over to Unity Pier, and there is actually something down here worth talking about. So this ship right here, let's talk to this lady. Hello, this is the ship for Unity Tower. We can't actually take the ship right now, but here's the thing. If you have done an international trade of any kind, so any trade with somebody from another country, you will have access to go to Unity Tower. Unity Tower is a giant structure that has 130 floors, each floor representing the 130 possible registerable countries in this game. I'm not saying that's all the countries in the world, obviously. First of all, the number is never concrete because it's constantly disputed. 2, there's way more countries than that, but this game has 130 that are registered in its code. And people can use GeoNet to register themselves to one of those countries, and that is what constitutes as an international trade if you ever trade with somebody registered to a different country. You go to this tower, and what will happen is every single time you make a trade with someone from another country, they will get an NPC in that tower on the floor that pertains to the country that they're from, and that NPC will represent them from here until eternity. It is another social feature that was a very big deal, especially back when the Wi-Fi was on, and it was supposed to just kind of catalog all of the people that you've ever talked to from international trading. It was a cute thing. It was a cool thing. We can't do anything with it, so we're not going to bother. We're just going to move on. But I did want to draw attention to that and talk about what it actually does. I'm specifically skipping these buildings on purpose right now. I want nothing to do with them until a little bit later. For now, let's head on down here to the final pier, which is Liberty Pier. Now, Liberty Pier, I don't think there's any items here worth talking about, but this guy, it is small compared to a luxury liner, but the size of a ship doesn't change the feeling of adventure when you're out on the open sea. Would you like to go to Liberty Garden? Yes. Okay, so this might sound amazing because if you played Pokemon Black and White 1, this ship was unobtainable without a specific pass, which you could only get from a mystery event that would take you here. Ship is about to leave. Please get aboard the ship and wait. Okay, so it's going to take us off, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, wait, this is a big deal. It's not. Unfortunately, Black and White 2 does not have any such events in it, so we can just go to Liberty Garden as sort of a relic or remnant of the original ability to come back here. So we can look around. Lighthouse shines with the light of freedom. Only unauthorized personnel may enter. I'm going to head on inside, and in doing so, we're going to take a look around, and you're going to see that there's like this whole thing going on in here. Oh my gosh, there must be like places to explore and things to do. This room right here in Pokemon Black and White 1 only, if you had the pass that took you here with the mystery event, in this room you would find Victini. Victini is and I want to get this 100% correct, Psychic and Fire type legendary Pokemon that has a couple of special moves. It's very unique, very different, and again, was only available in that game. Victini is completely unobtainable in Pokemon Black and White 2, so don't even bother. I did not mean to walk back inside. I meant just to look at the lighthouse, but again, this D-pad continues to frustrate me. I'll get used to it eventually. Now, I don't think there's anything useful here. I think you can just talk to people who mention Victini and whatnot, but They kind of talk about it as if it's been long gone because obviously it was captured by the protagonist of the first game. Not as many tourists here, but the alternative is guys like Team Plasma. I'm okay with being bored. Yeah. Everyone just kind of laments that there's not much going on here. However, there is a vending machine, so that's good. You heard about this? Rich person was protecting a Pokemon from bad people here. Yep, that's pretty much all it was. And you needed that pass to be able to come here because it was a very exclusive club. But that is obviously no longer the case. Okay, that covers all of the piers. Now we can worry about Oceanfront Road. And I know this episode is all about done, but real fast. First of all, this right here, Passerby Analytics HQ. We already basically talked about this in Pokemon Black and White 1, but I'm still going to head on inside anyway, just very briefly. It's more or less the exact same thing that it was in Black and White 1, except I do want to mention that if you fill out the questionnaires in here, you can get yourself some items from it and whatnot. I'm not going to bother with Passerby Analytics. I've already explained this before. I don't like it. It's just another additional social feature. I mean, it's cute, it's cool and whatnot, but I'm not going to bother with it at all. Then we have the Battle Company. We're going to be heading on in there in the next episode, so don't you worry about that. We got the Pokemon Center here. And I actually do believe, is that the last build? Yep, that is the last building on this street. So I think we are good to go. We'll worry about these side streets after we get through the Battle Company because, well, honestly, this might take the whole rest of the next episode. But guys, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. I will see you all in the next one.